Today we are going to be making some, we're just going to be prepping a lot of food for dinner and this entire week tonight, or in this entire week. So I'm going to be making pork riblets, putting those in the pressure cooker. We're going to do a lot of the stuff with the Instant Pot today, almost everything, except the empanadas at the end. So we're going to be making beans, we're going to be making Spanish rice, also these pork riblets again. In the Instant Pot, then we're going to be making the pumpkin and cream cheese empanadas. This is kind of like an old recipe that my grandma and my mom started. They used to like take it, make it just with the pumpkin, but I'm adding a few more ingredients to hopefully kind of liven the little dish up. So we're gonna get going with the quickest one to make, which is the rice. So we're gonna start that up right away. I have the pan heating up right now. I poured some rice out. We're gonna do a 1.5 cups of long grain, extra fancy, extra long grain rice. So 1.5 cups is plenty. So let's get it going. So I have a cup right here. We're gonna put this into a bowl and then we're gonna start washing it. Just give it a quick little rinse so you get something out. I don't remember exactly why you rinse it out, but I've always seen people do it, and on every tutorial online it's told me to do it, so I just do it. Yeah. I forget what it's for. If anyone remembers, please tell me. Let me know. But like I said, 1.5 cups is plenty. We have our old Instant Pot here as well, so I haven't gotten rid of it. Haven't given it away yet, so that'll make it real easy to kind of make all these dishes at once. And then I have my oven, which I will use to cook the empanadas, which is awesome because this might take me 1.5 hours to cook, and then we will be, we'll have food and we'll be ready to go to the Packer game. So you're gonna want to rinse the rice until the water comes out pretty clear. It's looking kind of milky right now, which is not ideal, I hear. A lot of people say that they can get this rinsing process done in like, what, a few rinses. That's never been the case for me. I've always had to do it like 4 or 5 times. I don't know about you. Oh. Look who's home. Oh, that was Barry though. Hey, Barry, what's up?
How are you?
Good. Yeah. So, making some food, making some rice, making some beans, also some pork ribs, and my dad gave me I was talking with my dad yesterday, and we were talking about what would go good with pumpkin empanadas, and we found that I looked in that little spice Bible over there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I found that oranges go really good with, and my mom brought some oranges over the other day.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use that.
Cool.
I don't know how well that's gonna work in empanadas because that usually makes them wet on the inside. You know how oranges are full of juice, so I don't know how well that's gonna work. I was thinking about maybe how you would maybe squeeze them out a little bit, but then that would be kind of defeating the whole point of having fruit in there because you want the fruit to be a little juicy. You know what? We did. So me and my grandma and my mom did make cherry empanadas before, so that could work. And those were never super soggy. They were a little soggy, but never like crazy. How was your trip?
It was a lot of fun. We did a lot of stuff yesterday.
Yeah, those that apple cannon was hilarious.
It was so fun. Cool. It was awesome.
You hit the target?
It was so loud. I got it. You're supposed to hit it like a pumpkin, and I got it right through his eyes. So.
Oh man, nailed it.
I did good.
That's good.
Yeah, it was fun. I'm exhausted though.
Yeah, I would be too. Let's see here. I'm gonna cut this in half. Uh-oh. What's cooking? What's up, Giga Chad? We're making rice, beans, we're making pork and empanadas today. It's gonna take about 1.5 hours, but we're already almost done.
Ashley and Kenzie invited us down to the Clubhouse to hang out.
Yeah, I saw that.
Do you want to go like a little later?
Yeah. Well, they're going out there for the game,
Oh, for the game. Okay.
and that starts at 3:25, 3:15, something like that. So I feel like we got a little bit of time.
Oh yeah, that works.
Yeah.
I need a nap.
Yeah, we'll take a nap. I always peel this outer layer of the onion off, only because it freaks me out. I don't know why, but that's what we're doing. We're making some pork, beans, rice, and empanadas today. All right, so for the rice, actually, I like a lot of onions. So this will be for the beans, this will be for the onions. We got our little fan. We are not going to let any of that onion get in our eye. So you said Rachel's going to the Bears game today? Nice. Soldier Field. That's like right downtown Chicago, isn't it? All right. That's cool. How was your pasta last night? That looked pretty good.
It was so good. It was like a vodka sauce with Italian sausage. It was really good.
Ooh. Yeah, like I said, I think you could make that here.
I could
easily.
probably make it, yeah.
The Italian sausage is not that hard.
The
Like,
presentation was really good.
yeah, especially those big noodles.
Right.
Yeah,
So I do kind of want to try making it.
you could do it.
Please make it.
All right, now I like to cut up the onions. We're gonna get these all cut up, and then we're gonna throw them into the the pan over there that's heating up. Oh, it's kind of way
That
too
is
hot.
heating up.
It's only on 5. What the heck? Yeah.
I got a few things in my shopping.
2.5. Damn, that's wild. Did you?
Cute little pajama shirt.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And
Look
I
at
got
that.
this. I'm not really sure when I'm gonna wear it, but I think it was cute.
It's got little pumpkins on it.
Peaches.
Oh, look at that. You do a photo shoot. Georgia Peach photo shoot.
Wait till you see how many photos we took of the pumpkin.
Oh, dude, where'd you go with those like different color balls? That was pretty cool.
It's called the Wonder Museum. It's in downtown Chicago.
That
And
looks
it's a
sweet.
bunch of like modern art exhibits. It was really cool.
Oh, nice.
It's a lot of fun.
That's pretty cool. They're all
I'll show you
interactive
some
and
of the
stuff.
pictures.
For sure.
Some of them are interactive and some of them are not.
Nice. See, I thought I was going, when I was living in Belgrade, I thought I was going to one of those.
Yeah.
But it turned out to be like when I got there, it turned out it's called the Belgrade House of Illusions.
Okay.
And so I got there, and it was just like a bunch of like little stuff for kids, and like little interactive like things for kids. They have like one of those like circus wheel barrel things with the catwalk. You walk through it and everything, the whole room spinning, but it was like neon and glow in the dark. That was pretty cool. But it made you feel like you were like off balance and stuff. That was pretty sweet.
Like a House of Mirrors or something.
Right, but then that was like it. Everything else was like little puzzles and stuff. I'm like, this is kind of dumb, but
I'll show you some pictures from this museum later. It definitely wasn't like, it was definitely like all ages, like not like weird kids.
that's awesome. Yeah,
It's really cool.
was there like, was that the one with the ball pit?
No, this was a different one.
Okay.
It was kind of similar though. I guess Chicago just had a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, I need to get down there and get to some of those. It's been a while. I don't even remember the last time I was in Chicago.
You can literally just take the train and it like drops you off right into the downtown Chicago.
Nice.
Like,
Right by
you
the
could just go
towers.
for a day, yeah.
Good.
It's super easy.
That'd be sick. Alright, right now we're just cutting the onions real quick. Not real quick, but as fast as we can. We're gonna dump these in the pan. Pan is less steamy, less. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, it's only at 2.5. I don't understand why it was smoking. It's crazy. It's canola oil, so I don't know. Some of those other oils have like higher smoke temps, but they're also like, I hear that they're just terrible for you. Avocado oil, though, that is a good one, I think.
I'm gonna take a shot really quick.
Okay, do you think?
Let's see. Yeah, I was hoping that was.
Okay, for sure. All right, that should be plenty. We're going to put this into the thing right now. Okay, so for whatever reason today the the stove wants to get hot. Normally it's never like that. It takes forever to heat up, and these onions are cooking forever. So we'll see. We're gonna brown the onions a little bit. They're gonna be on here for a good 7-10 minutes. There's a lot of them, so unfortunately that's the most time-consuming part about making rice. The rice making process is actually the fastest. With the Instant Pot, it turns that into like a 3-minute thing. I don't know why I'm putting this away. I have to cut onions for the beans anyways, so let's just knock these out real quick. Hopefully everyone's eating good. What's everyone up to today? We're watching football. We're about to go watch the Packers downstairs in our common area with a few friends from the apartments. I like my onions like very minced. I really don't like the texture or the overpowering taste of onions when they're thick. So I do like to cut them down very, very, very thin.
Alright, I'm gonna get a shower.
Sounds good.
There's mostly in or out.
For my pro slicing skills. Basically, I just hold this end of the knife down, then okay, so for the pork riblets, we're gonna do something a little different today because normally we just throw them in the air fryer or in the oven and just bake them and let them kind of do their thing. Today, I'm going to take full advantage of our 2 Instant Pots and cook it for about 30 minutes in the Instant Pot, so it's all like nice and tender. And then we're gonna finish it off. Well, it's already gonna be cooked, but we're gonna put it in the air fryer, crank it up all the way, and try and get like a nice crispy crust on the outside. So it's kind of got the best of both worlds on that one. All right, so onions for this one are done. Probably need cilantro. We can put this over here for now. This over here. Okay, pinto beans. All right, let's get these going. Stir our onions. So looking good. Not that anyone could tell. Okay. First Instant Pot. All right, here we go. Here's our bad boy. We're gonna get 2 cups of beans, 6 cups of water. Let's do it. Also, these beans have not been pre-soaked or anything like that. So we're gonna have to add salt to it afterwards instead of before. But all the reviews online say that, you don't absolutely have to do that, so that is fine. People say to remove the split beans. So we'll take those out of there. Or any ones that look shriveled. That's that one. Okay. Looks pretty good. 2 cups. So we're about half a cup of, just make that. That we should. Okay, I'm just gonna make that. That is like, I wouldn't say half of a cup of beans, quarter cup of beans, pinto beans left. So, oh, it's actually a lot more. So it is about, damn it, another 3/4 of a cup. Ugh. Okay, tossing it in. Okay, and now we're gonna put 6 cups of water. The best way to do this is just start dumping it in. Well, we have to adjust for the other 2/3 cup of beans. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's plenty. Okay. I will put one more in for good measure. This bean is floating, and it's the only one floating, so it has been eliminated. Okay, cool. Done. I'm going to toss this into the Instant Pot, and then we're going to get some salt. Because everything is better with salt. And then we're going to put some onion in here. Alright. This is done. Some other salt. Okay, that'll be good. Salty beans. That's fine. Alright. When the moon hits your eyes like a big pizza pie, that's Monday. Okay, here we go. Mix this up just a hair. Why did we dice up the onions for the beans? Doesn't make any sense. Okay. Right? We don't dice up that. That doesn't make sense. Whatever. I'm putting it in. Let's see how it turns out. Diced onions and beans. Right? That works. Unfortunately, they're going to be probably pretty mushy. That's okay. We're going to mash the beans anyways. Oh, it's already done. No regrets. There we go. Okay, so mix it up. Then we're going to put this guy to the side for 45 minutes. All right, let's see here. Arrow, arrow, boom. Okay. I'm going to put this off to the side and get this going. Where should I put this guy? We have 2 Instant Pots today, so I have to figure out a nice spot to put it. I suppose I'll put it right next to the other one. Oh, help me, mama. There we go. All right, beans, 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 beans. Pressure cook, high for, okay, I guess it's 35 minutes. Okay, cool. All right, so we have our onions cooking for our rice right here. We have our beans on. Those are gonna take 35 minutes, probably a little bit more because we're gonna do a slower release on those. And then, once we get this rice in, this rice will only take a few minutes. Maybe like 10. And then we will, after that's done, we'll take that out and then we'll throw the ribs in, and then we will get going on our pumpkin empanadas. We got 2 big cans of this stuff, and then we got some cream cheese and orange in the fridge. So I think it's gonna be a nice tasting dish. Never tried this before. It's our first time. Not our first time making empanadas, but our first time with this recipe specifically. I think it's gonna taste pretty good. we are not going to be using individual spices. We're going to just be using this apple pie spice. It smells pretty good, so why complicate things? Okay, we're done with the onions, so we can put our fan away. Okay, no more onions. No more onions. This is the other one, and then we can get going. I'm a little scatterbrained right now because we are cooking potentially 4 things at once, or pretty close together. You know what? Cilantro. Gotta get this done. Forgot about this for a second. So we should get this done before we start cutting up or building our empanadas, right? Okay. That's a good idea. It's still gritty. Gotta wash these. Usually, I suppose you should wash them all the time, but usually they don't feel so fresh. You know what I'm saying? Washing. I used to never appreciate the importance of fresh herbs. I used to always buy the jarred stuff or whatever that you get in the can, or not the can, but like these little things. And I thought that like that would be good, but it's not at all whatsoever. I don't know where that would even be, like dried coriander or dried, all this dried cilantro, where that would even be good. I'm not sure. Maybe if you were baking something, I don't know. Because when you smell fresh cilantro, I mean that's what makes everything taste so much better. It's just the freshness of it. And you have to throw it out in a few days because it doesn't smell like that anymore. At least I do. Because if I can't smell it, I don't eat it. When it comes to cilantro, because like that's half of, or most of the flavor, I think. Okay. We don't need a whole lot of this. It's not like we're making like another dish. It's just gonna be rice. And I found that, I don't know, like you just don't need a whole lot of this. Like in guacamole, you're gonna need, like I could put this entire thing in, or two, like maybe 2 of these things. But yeah, like I think this will be enough. How much would you guys put? Save the rest for another recipe. All right, that's almost done. We can toss our rice in a second, and then our tomato paste, followed by our garlic. Okay, this is ready. That is a lot of rice. Okay, let's get it in there. Bring you guys over here. See some dishes. Gonna have to get over it. Alright, so you're gonna wanna toast the rice for a little bit. See if we can turn up the heat and kinda brown this real quick. Gonna hit it with a little bit more oil since we are putting a bunch of rice in. Oop. That'd be alright. People say like right here is where you make and break your rice. Because if you don't get this part right, none of it's gonna taste correctly. But I disagree. I honestly think you can toss everything in the pot and it will turn out nicely. But I'm not a chef. But I've always done this way, so I can't really say that for sure. How nice that looks. Damn. All right, so we're gonna put some color in it in a second. We're gonna be right back with our tomato paste and our garlic. It's surprising how long this stuff lasts. It's still a deep red. The stuff around the corners is not good. Do not touch that. But everything else seems to be pretty solid. Where are you now? Down on me, jump. So I don't use a whole lot of kitchen appliances when it comes to like dishwashers and stuff like that. But the one thing I do use is the garbage disposal. That is, I think you need that in every house. It just makes cleanup so much easier. You just dump all the remaining stuff, hit the button, wash it down a little bit. That, you know, it's a time saver for sure. Now the dishwasher, I can't justify wasting that much time. It's like 45 minutes for a cycle. You can only put so much in. It's really good if you have like a huge family and you got like stuff to do. But in our case, it's just two of us and that's just so annoying. We just wash everything by hand. It takes about 10 minutes tops. Then we let it dry and put it away. So we're using our dishwasher now currently for storage for our pans. I really want a good big stainless steel skillet. We have pots and I guess we have sort of a stainless steel skillet. We have this one, but it's kind of small. This is only like, what, 8 inches? But yeah, I want like a 12. Make it real nice for like big, you know, breakfasts and stuff. Let's turn this up just a hair. Bonsoir. Where is my teaspoon? Teaspoon. Where are all my stuff on? That is a bummer. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, we gotta put 2 tablespoons of garlic in here. Or 2 teaspoons, sorry. Not tablespoons. That'd be crazy. This is a 1/4 teaspoon each, so we're gonna put 8. And no, I can't eyeball it by now. It's unfortunate. 6, 8. Oh, bonsoir, hello. Yeah.
Go shopping.
No, my dad. I went over to my dad's house, and he, I don't know, just gave me some new shirts for work, so I'm gonna just use this as a work shirt and stuff. You know.
You were a lifeguard.
I was a lifeguard, 6 years, Naval Patrol. Just kidding. The heck. Alright, kind of work that garlic into the mix. Yeah, there we go. Now we're starting to get a little bit of color. You can smell it too, for sure. Some pot is coming to pressure, so that shouldn't be long now. I don't know normally how long it takes to like cook beans, but 45 minutes doesn't seem too bad, especially for some really good stuff. Right now we're just toasting the rice. It'll change in just a second. Alright, I'm gonna toss the rest of this out since we are been in the fridge for about a week now. Hello, Mouse. Miss Moose? Miss Moose? She's happy to see you.
I forgot I had that meeting next week on Tuesday.
With what?
Yeah, the one for work.
In New York? Or, sorry,
In Illinois.
in Illinois, yeah.
Well, we got it Monday night.
That's cool. You do it to yourself.
I mean, I don't really have a choice about the work.
Yeah, right.
But, yeah.
This part is notorious for being the most boring part of cooking rice.
You still streaming?
Yeah. What? Okay. Oh no! I'm not very good at keeping all the rice into the pan. I don't have 100% success rate yet. Whoa, man down. I don't know, I think this stuff is just kind of negligible. Keep it out. Okay. I'm getting kind of impatient on this, so we're gonna toss the... Actually, you know what? It looks alright. So you know what? It looks okay. Mousy, what is your deal, dog?
What do you need?
Our cat's going apeshit. On one. It's usually not this vocal. Okay, so now we're gonna get this in. Our tomato paste. We're gonna work that in. Only using about a tablespoon of it. I think that's plenty. How was the cocktail flight?
It was really good. You just do it.
Yeah?
Give me a second.
Yeah, no worries.
There was this like a apple cider tea.
Apple cider teeny?
Yeah, a
sounds
blueberry
good.
mule, which was my favorite.
Yeah.
Like a sangria, and then like a creamy pumpkin spice one.
Nice.
I think it had like Kahlua or something like that.
Sounds about right.
Like whipped cream. So that was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Sounds very camp bar
It was very like campfire
esque. Yeah,
Something you see at campfire.
for sure.
Very fall.
Wouldn't be Halloween without pumpkin spice. Dang. Okay, so we got several casualties over here. So we're going to dump this into the pan. That should be good. All right. Come with. All right, check it out. Here's our second instant pot. Dump everything in, and then we're gonna get 2 cups of water. Toss those in as well. Ooh. As well as our vegetables. So we're trying a new way today. Normally I put pickled cactus in here and that tastes pretty good, but today we're gonna go just a little bit more easier. I don't have to chop them up into small pieces. I don't have to kind of saute them for a few minutes. A lot less work. So I'm going to take frozen just peas and carrots and toss them in there. Those are sweet potato fries. We'll do that. Or can we? Okay. 2 cups of water. 1 3/4. 3/4 cup. Actually, hold on. Let's see what that looks like. Let's put some more. Just kidding. Yep. Let's put this on. If you've never had this stuff, it really makes your rice. So Saison, it's a good spice. Check it out. So we're gonna put 2 packets since we have almost 2 cups of rice in here, let's say. Right? What do we do? 1.5. Yeah, so we're putting 2 cups. This water level looks a little low, so we're gonna add a little bit more. Quarter to a half should be plenty. Let's get these in. And this is what's really gonna get your rice orange. Good old red 40. All right, that is good. Now we're gonna get some mixed vegetables. I really don't know how much to put in, so we're just kind of winging it here. I said I don't really know how much to put in, so we're kind of just gonna wing it here. And that looks good. Okay. It also looks like it's a lot less water than I thought originally. See, I don't know. I think it'll be all right, but I hate this part because I never know. I never know. And I've never used these kind of vegetables before, so no, we're gonna put it in. Let's pray and spray because I do need a burn error message visual for my next videos anyways, so that'll be good. That'll be fine. Either way, win or lose, we're gonna win. Alright, so where's our lid? We have our lid. We gotta make sure on the lid the sealing ring is nice and tight. Nothing's obstructing your float valve or your steam valve. Line up the stuff, or line up the indicators, and then close it. So now we're gonna do our rice setting. That looks pretty cool. Natural. You know what? I've been doing pulse. No, I've been doing quick release, haven't I, to do this? Okay, so whatever. We're gonna do pulse today because I don't feel like waiting, and whatever. Okay, let's see if it works. I mean, I've done this before, but that's fine. What the hell? Oh my god. Let's hide that message. That's crazy talk. Some of you guys are wild. Alright. So we got 2 Instant Pots going on. One kind of surge protector. So we're gonna see if this works. If we don't, the fuse box isn't too far away. We're gonna take care of that. Okay, now we can move on to our empanadas. So let's get a little container for our cilantro, and then, well, you know what? First things first, let's wipe up this oven so we don't have all of our rice casualties hanging around, burning up the place. Ah! Damn. Okay. Better run, Chaz. Run the struggle bus pretty hard over here on this little rice pickup quick. Alright, that's good. Alright. That right there. Thanks. Oh, more cleaning. That's clean. Okay, small container for the cilantro. We just had one. Right here. You know what? Just need a lid. That'll be fine. Okay, let's transfer this all over, and then we're gonna give our cutting board a quick wash because we need that for our empanadas. How are we doing on time? I think we'll be all done by 1 o'clock. That's my goal, 1 o'clock. We should be done on this. Nah, maybe not. Cilantro everywhere. Not good, man. Not good. Alright, we're pretty much done with our knife, so we don't need that anymore. We are going to hit the cutting board with a little bit of soap. Just water, wet rag underneath, this down. Cilantro is going over there. All right, so gotta forgive me. Okay. So it looks like our wraps are still a little unthawed, so, or not thawed. So we might give it a little bit. All right, I'll be back in let's give it like 15 minutes.